Today we're going to make a sculpture. So a sculpture is something that you make with your hands. So we're actually going to make some donuts today. And these donuts are inspired by an artist named Thiebaud, and he is famous for creating art that it looks tasty enough to eat. So he uses a lot of color, a lot of pastels, a lot of patterns, and just really cute and edible looking art. So we are going to do that, but we're going to make ours into a sculpture. So we're going to sculpt a donut today. We're going to use some pastel colors. We're going to put some color on top to look like frosting, and then we're going to add some sprinkles to it. And then we might even set it up and take some pictures. Today we are going to make a Thiebaud inspired donut using some model magic, and then we can display it. So we're going to start off with this little piece of paper. It's kind of like a doily, I guess you can call it, and we're going to write our name on the back. So once you write your name on the back, and then we're going to flip it over, and this is where we're going to put our donuts. Just move that to the side. Then we're going to take our model magic here, and we're using a white or a colored. If you have a colored, then you're not going to have to do this step. You can skip this step. But if you have a white like I do, you're going to want to put a little bit of color on there. And the easiest way to do that is to get a marker, and I'm using like a peachy color. And what you're going to do is just add some color to the color on it, and then you're going to fold it. Okay, and we're going to add a little bit more color with the marker, and then fold it in. We're going to keep doing that until the color looks the way you want it to look. Okay, so it might take a few times. Alright, so just keep folding and playing with it. Keep putting some marker on there. Soon the color will start showing up here. In just a second, you'll start seeing it. But you can make your donut any color that you want. Keep going with it. It's starting to get a little tan colored. You just play with it like Play-Doh. Okay, massage it around in your hands. We don't want it super bright, so we're going to stop when it starts looking kind of just light colored. We don't want it to be really orange or really purple or anything like that. We want it to just be lightly colored. Just keep massaging the color in. You can see it's starting to show up with some color there. Just keep going. I kind of want mine the color of bread, so that's why I'm using this peachy color. Alright, I think I'm about there. Mine's looking to be about the color of bread. Alright, so once you have your color the way you want, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to roll this up into a nice, neat ball. Okay, so how you do your ball is, everybody's done this with Play-Doh before. It needs to be a really neat ball though. So we're going to do this for a little bit until it's nice and neat. Okay, you can see how there's no big lines or cracks in it. It's a real nice ball. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're just going to push on it a little bit to flatten it. We don't want it flat, but we're going to flatten it a little bit. Okay, so does it look like a donut yet? No, not yet. Of course, what does a donut have? It has a hole in it. So we're going to add our hole to our donut. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to find the middle, and we're literally just going to put our finger through it just like that. Okay, till you get to the bottom, and then pull your finger out, And then we're going to flip it over and do the same thing. Okay, we're going to all the way through. You can just wiggle your finger around a little bit. And we've got a donut. Okay, so if you need to fix a few spots, now's the time to fix it. Okay, fix your sculpture. Go around the edge and try to make it as nice and neat as possible. See what we have so far. It's looking nice and neat. Alright, because once we get it the way we want it, it's going to dry like this. Okay, and after it's dry, we're not going to be able to fix it. Alright, I think it looks pretty round. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take our little paper that we put our name on the back, and we're going to take our glue, and we're going to put a really good thick layer of glue on there. You got to push down kind of hard and get a good thick layer. Put your lid back on, and we're going to stick our donut right in the middle of that glue, okay, and let it dry like that. Alright, so next we're going to add our frosting to the top, and we've got different colors of frosting, and how we're going to do this is by taking some paint, and we're going to drizzle this paint on the top of it to look like frosting, okay. Alright, we're not going to touch it, we're going to let it just go wherever it goes. And then the last step, we're going to take a little bit of glitter and sprinkle on the top to look like sprinkles. Okay, we don't want a lot because we don't want to make a big old mess, but we would like to make it look delicious and yummy. Alright, my donut is done. We're going to take this and set it out to dry. Okay, it's going to take a while for this to dry. Once the glue is dry, you guys will take it home next week. Alright, bye.